Hey, vinyl community. I'm back. In several ways. I took a little vacation, went down south, saw some family and friends, did some posting from down south, some hit and run videos right out of the record store, and a nice quiet one from one of my siblings' homes, and meant to keep doing more, but I just, got wrapped up in everything else. Couldn't even keep up with everybody's posts on the VC, so I've got a lot to go back and catch up on, which I'm trying to do. But I kind of went through the Hollywood grabs that I got, finds that I got at Amoeba, and so this particular post I'm going to just go through really quick. It's a word I shouldn't use anymore because I don't know what it means, I don't think. I'm going to go through some of the finds that I got at in San Diego. I don't remember the name of two of the stores. One was a good-sized store, the other two were small, but I do remember one store. But if I remember them, I'll try to put them up on in the annotations and the information. So real quick, I'm just going to go through what I got. I basically went to 3 stores and got 3 grabs, and there was always things you leave behind, but I was happy with what I found. This is the first store I went to, and what's playing in the background right now, which is Argents Circus. This is Argent, if you know the Zombies. This is Rod Argent's solo band, and this is later in the catalog for the solo material. It's a nice promo, white label, great shape. It's got the nice cutout notch here, but lyrics and it's great artwork on the back. I've heard bits and pieces of this album before I saw this. I just wanted to nab it. I didn't have it on vinyl, didn't have it on CD, I don't think. I don't think it gets really very good reviews if you look at All Music, but what I've heard I like, and what I'm hearing right now I like as well. So anyway, if you're a Zombies, Rod Argent fan, check this out. There's several of Argent's, at least 2 that I know of, several of his solo CDs that have not come out on, solo LPs that have not come out on CD. So I've got one. I think I showed it, I might have showed it, might not have. I think I did show it on an earlier clip. And then there's another one called Coming Home or Going Home, which I'm still trying to find a copy, actually in a store I can get at a decent price. You can find them on eBay, but they're a little pricier than I'd want to pay for, but they've never appeared on CD as far as I know, so it's kind of one to find, one to be looking for. Let's see, as I dig through my bags of fun. Okay, do these real fast. I'm a Stranglers fan. Jonas, I'm sorry, I know you're not falling in love with these guys, but this is one of my favorite albums from the 80s. Oral Sculpture and Dreamtime, these two kind of go together, along with La Folie also kind of go together as well. I don't have that on vinyl, but I was happy to grab these. US pressings, it's fine. On Epic, I think this is Epic as well, yeah. So those are fun to get. And let's see. I found a copy of My Life in the Bush of Ghosts, original US pressing, nice. So great to have that. I believe it's a standard Sire release. I know that the re-releases come out, but I've always wanted to grab this on vinyl again. I had it way back when, and I think somewhere I found a CD of an original release CD of this as well. So maybe I'll yank that out as well and show it. But right now it's all about the vinyl. And the last thing I got at this store, again, if I remember the name of it, I will share it online. But Procol Harum, A Wider Shade of Pale, backed with, I believe, their 3rd album, which is A Salty Dog. Yeah, this is kind of a nice double album. Great shape. Something's going to fall out of here when I open this up, so I have to be careful. So, Wider Shade of Pale, and you open it up, and there's some information about the Wider Shade of Pale, and nicely it's in mono, hooray! Not the fakey stereo that doesn't sound all that great, but mono. And then when you flip it over, you go A Salty Dog, another great album. And then on this side you get all the information. And I believe it's on Fly, the Fly label, T-Rex, Cube, but it's Cube Records. But I always think of it as the Fly label because it has the Fly in the little cube on there. So yeah, that's great. Having Whiter Shade of Pale on mono, and these things are untouched. It's great. And they were just not. So I'm very happy to have a mono import, even though it's a re-release. No problem with that. Just make sure I put these away. Getting much faster at this. I just don't want a pile of vinyl out of plastic. So let's leave this out. I've still got these separated by where I bought them, what store I bought them from. Then this is another small store that I went to, which was great because I found all kinds of really cool stuff. There's some other cool stuff I kind of wanted to go back and take a look at. One thing for sure, but I just had to sort of limit myself, like we always have to do. It's like, oh, no, that's it. Nice 10-inch Aztec Hammer. This is something I've been looking for. I've seen it at a local store and they just wanted too much for it. I can't remember how much this was. I don't see a price on the outside here, but it wasn't as much as what I've seen it going for. So what's strange is that it's a very awkward package. It's almost like a magazine of some sort. And then I'm wondering if there was some other information that slipped in there, but it has a lot of information and whatnot about the band and discography and everything. And then nice 10-inch Aztec Hammer on Sire. It's got a very cool label, cool custom label there. Let's see. It's the most entertaining part of any of these. Just watch people put things back in the sleeves. So I was very happy to get this. I'm an Aztec Hammer fan. And there's another, I think they've got another 10-inch single, but it's also, I don't know if it's in an awkward shaped file like this or not. I'm not sure. But anyway, awkward or not, I'm glad to have it. Not sure if I ever had this or not. This is Robyn Hitchcock, Brenda's Iron Sledge. I believe it's just a single. But, well, that's right. At the store, I saw an Apples in Stereo. That, and I saw, I think it might have been a mono copy of Satanic Majesty's Request by the Rolling Stones. I just sort of held off on those two because the Stones was kind of pricey, and yeah, anyway. So this is sort of it's a 45 RPM, so it's technically, I guess, a 12-inch single, but it's got 3 tracks on side A and 1 track on side B. Or 2 tracks on side B, sorry. But anyway, Robyn Hitchcock fans, enjoy. I mean, I like the song Brenda's Iron Sledge, and I think I remember seeing this and may have owned this at one time. I know I don't have it. I didn't have it before, so I got it now. Very happy about that. The more I listen to this Argent, I'm hearing a lot of like post-Gabriel Genesis sound to it, which is kind of interesting. Vocals not quite the same, but the music and the way the vocals and music go together. It's interesting. I'm glad I picked it up. I'm eventually going to get all of Argent's stuff on vinyl. Peter Gabriel. Got a couple Peter Gabriel things. That Voice Again, which I never owned. I think this is a promo. Yeah, it is a promo copy for That Voice Again. I don't think... I'm going to check real quick. Yeah, I don't think this had any kind of... I was looking at the Dead Wax when I was looking at these things. A couple things I think had Dead Wax information on them, but that's why I wanted to look at this. But it has a couple of versions of the song, That Voice Again. It was in pretty decent condition, and it wasn't very expensive, so I nabbed that. And... oops, grab 2 things. Peter Gabriel, this is a sampler, promo sampler from the live album. One of my favorite live albums. So, not so. But the live album. I Go Swimming, No Self-Control, DIY, and I Don't Remember. And so glad to grab that. Add to my growing Peter Gabriel collection. Simple Minds, New Gold Dream, and this is on the transparent gold marbled vinyl. Very happy to have that. Yay! So, and didn't get it for $1 or anything like that. Well, it wasn't very expensive, but you know, it was a very reasonable price. And I haven't seen these at all. I know someone, I can't remember, Evolox, I think. Hello. Got a copy of this for like $1 or something. Somebody did. Somebody got a copy of this for $1. And I went, I want to find things for $1 like this. But this I think was only like $5 or $6, and it was in great shape. So glad I got that to add to the collection. You know, there's a couple things I left behind that I was thinking about getting. There was one thing that I didn't even, honestly, I didn't even know they'd made on vinyl. And I talked to a friend of mine and let him know. When I was down there, I messaged him saying, you know, hey, guess what I just found? Something that I knew they had it on cassette. I knew they had it on CD. I never saw the vinyl, and I didn't even think about it being on vinyl. But here it was on vinyl. And, well, I'll just show it to you. It's Elvis Costello's 2-disc compilation, Girls, Girls, Girls. Never even seen this on vinyl. And it was very reasonably priced, and it's in great shape. It's a great collection of all of his music. I always like the artwork cover on it, the artwork on it, very cool. And also inside, all about the band. So, and it's an import. Great artwork and information on the inner sleeves. And I believe it's going to be on Fiend or Demon label, Demon Records. So what I've heard, and I think I heard this from my friend Marsh, if you compare the different medium that this came out on, this particular compilation came out on, cassette, CD, and LP, there was a different, well, not just because of the source media. I mean, obviously, however it was done on the vinyl, it could have been arranged the same way on CD. Cassette is going to limit you maybe per side, how much, how you arrange things. One track may not be able to fit on side 1, but if you take one track from side 2 and put it on side 1, and then you have to take 2 off of, so they can. It wasn't done for that reason, but apparently the lineup on the vinyl, the lineup on the CD, and the lineup on the cassette are all different, I guess, to tell a different story. I'll have to read more about that, but this is what he was telling me, and so I'll have to take a look and see. Be interesting to find out if that's the case. So just check out the lineup on the tracks and see just exactly how different they are and maybe what kind of story they do tell. Look it up online and try to find out, where that information might have come from and how to tell what the story is all about. Maybe somebody's already figured out the story for me and I can save a little bit of time. And last place I went to, I remember right off the bat, this is the last place I went to because I grabbed some stickers. Mtheory in San Diego, a little place that packs a punch. It's got lots of great stuff in it. As small as it was, I didn't get a chance to look at everything, but I will show you the things I did look at and I did pick up. Big fan of Rain Parade, and I picked up their Crashing Dream album. This is just on island, US copy. So happy to have that. Like Rain Parade. I used to have the live album Japanese pressing. And for whatever reason it didn't make the cut when I was selling vinyl way back when, and if I can find I can find copies of it online, but I haven't nabbed any of them yet. Apples in Stereo. I can't remember the name. Never remember the name of this album. Discovery of a World Inside the Moon. Vinyl. Looking at this now makes me wish I had grabbed the vinyl that was at that other store. If I can find out the name of that store, I might call them up and ask them if they do mail order. But anyway, so this was nice to find. Their early vinyl is tough to find, so I was very happy to nab this. I don't think there's anything special about it. Let me see. Pretty straightforward vinyl pressing, white inner sleeve, and yeah, well, the label is nice. Has to do with the cover, the blueprint look. Very cool. Apples in Stereo, very pop, psych oriented, new pop, psych oriented. If anybody is into that music, has not checked out Apples in Stereo, you will not be disappointed. Give them a good listen. You'll like it. Let's see. Just a couple more things and then I'm done. This was just really cool. Okay. Fine. Follow me. This was just a really cool thing, and it was, relatively inexpensive. This is the best of Dave Clark 5. I like Dave Clark 5 quite a bit. Still don't know why they won't put their music out on CDs, except for that 2-disc Greatest Hits, which was in print, out of print, very expensive to get, then in print again, then out of print. So good luck finding it. I was able to find a used copy of it, of the first in-print copy, a long time ago. But this is a EMI Regal Best of Dave Clark 5 vinyl, and I thought, well, great, interesting cover photo. Don't really understand what's, who everybody belongs to. Let's grab the kids and have them on the cover, I guess. So, but Starline, EMI, made in Great Britain. So that was just a fun find to have, and I nabbed that guy. And I carefully place it back inside, trying to make a short post, trying to cut corners here. Let's see. So that was it for San Diego. I went on from there to Tucson, Arizona. I will do that as a separate post. I wanted to get a post up next. It's been so long since I made a post. So I'm sorry. When I came back from San Diego, I brought a relative up. So I've been hosting. That relative. Oh wait, I got one more thing to talk about. One more thing I found at Mtheory, and when you come across a Smith's 12-inch, you buy it. That's as simple as that. That's a very simple rule to have. And this one, the Smiths always put. This is what I remember having dead wax information on. This is great. Ask, and along with what other songs are out here? Maybe it says on the inside. Why does it say on the outside? A nice inner sleeve, which is kind of unusual. Usually they're just going to be pink or white inner sleeves, but there's a pink one. Cemetery Gates, which is a great song. Golden Lights, nice instrumental. I believe it's an instrumental. No, it's not. It sounds like an instrumental. It doesn't have. It just has very sparse lyrics. I'm positive this has dead wax information. It does, and there it is. Instead of "Are you lonesome tonight?" it says "Are you loathsome tonight?" Thanks, Morrissey. Yes, I am loathsome tonight. Definitely needs some dusting, and I'm going to take care of that right now. Watch as I dust. Watch as I remove the dust from my record. This is why you watch, right? It's just amazing to watch me dust things. Shake it off, we get the old dust off, do it again. And I have a dust-free Smith's 12-inch, well, he's on this side. Are you loathsome tonight? Great. And then, on the other side it says, "Tomb it may concern," as opposed to it may concern, or whom it may concern. It's tomb, T-O-M-B, tomb it may concern. Happy messages from Morrissey and the Smiths. I love that. I love their music. Anyway, so that's it for San Diego. And may have stopped at just the right time. That's the end of the record. Great. I hope you enjoyed that, what you could hear of Argents Circus album. I sure did. I'm glad that I picked it up, and I'm going to ignore some of the reviews from now on allmusic.com. Use allmusic.com sparingly for its reviews, although it is a great resource. I highly recommend it. And I'll be back soon with a couple other posts. I got a bunch of posts to make. In fact, this is going to go longer. But no, I'm going to do this. I'll have to have a part 2 because I do have another San Diego find. I went to another San Diego store. Forgot all about that one. But I will take care of that later. Anyway, thanks for watching. And I'm going to try to catch up on everybody else's posts, as difficult as that is sometimes, especially when they go long. As much as I enjoy watching people just go on and on and on, I really do enjoy watching people go on and on and on about their music. I try not to do it anyway, longer than I have to. So anyway, you guys take care, and I will be seeing you very soon with, I guess, part 2 of San Diego, and it'll be San Diego and Tucson mixed together. So take care. Bye.